Hello friends, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Geeta Sachdeva, Assistant Professor, National Institute of Technology, NIT Kurukshetra. The module which I am going to discuss, that is Transactional Analysis. In this module, I will discuss about the concept of transactional analysis, different type of analysis, and my focus would be on explanation of structural analysis and explanation of analysis of transactions. After the completion of this module, students will be able to understand the meaning of transactional analysis. They will come to know the various type of ego states. They will come to know about different kind of transactions. First, I will discuss about the concept of transactional analysis. Eric Berne coined the concept of transactional analysis, which is mainly a statement of explaining the human personality. Transactional analysis was developed by Eric Berne for psychotherapy in 1950s. Trusting that life is a sequence of choices to be made, complications to be solved, he assumed that people have the intelligence and liberty to do both. Basically skilled in psychoanalysis, Berne required a theory which might be understood and reachable to everybody and started to develop what came to be named as transactional analysis. It is a social psychology and a method to improve communication. The theory sketches how we have advanced and treat ourselves, how we associate and interact with others, and proposes recommendations, interferences which will allow us to change and develop. Beforehand, Berne firstly published his theories on transactional analysis. He used up years outlining of this approach. The fundamental to this approach was a transaction, the fundamental unit of social interaction. This unit of social intercourse is named as a transaction. If two or more people come across each other, earlier or later one of them will interconnect or give some other hint of recognizing the existence of the others. It is termed as transactional stimulus. Another person will then say or do something which is about connected to the stimulus, and it is termed as the transactional response. This study of social transaction among people is named as transactional analysis. The aim of transactional analysis is to offer improved understanding of how people communicate to one another so that they may have better communication and human connection. With this description, Dr. Berne demarcated the basic unit of analysis. As its fundamental level, transaction analysis is the method for studying transactions and interaction among us individuals. By recognizing and standardizing upon a single unit, progress and advancement of this theory was easily simplified. He had a positive view of the nature of person. He supposed that children were born prince and princess but were transformed into frogs by their parents and environment. He believed that people had the perspective to recap their royal status on condition that they learned and applied the lessons of TA to their lives. Next is type of analysis. The TA theory of human nature and the human relationships initiates from data collected from four types of analysis. The first one is structural analysis. In this analysis, a person's personality is examined. The second one is transaction analysis. In this analysis, what persons do and say to each other is considered. Third type of analysis is script analysis. It deals with the specific life dramas people relish. Lastly, the game analysis. It is concerned with which concealed transactions lead to payoff for the person. So first analysis is structural analysis. It mentions that each person's personality is divided into three diverse sources of behavior or ego states. These are the parent, the adult and the child. Each of these three indicate skeletal, muscular and verbal practices of behavior and feeling grounded on emotions and experience observed by a person in their early years. The parent aspect of personality includes commands, attitudes and behavior given generally by parents and significant authority figures. The nurturing parent shows itself in nurturing or facilitating behavior, and critical parent conveys condemnation, control and penalty. The adult function reasonably and non-emotionally, providing unbiased information by using genuineness testing and a computer-like method to life. The child state contains of all the childlike instincts. The child has two parts, adaptive child and natural child. Adaptive child arises as a result of demands from significant authority figures and can be marked by passivity. The natural or free child signifies the impulsive, untutored, self-loving, pleasure-seeking part of the child. The well-adjusted person permits the condition to define which ego state is in control, striking and even balance among the three. Second is analysis of transaction. The second sort of analysis is examination of transaction. It is the heart of TA. A transaction is a unit of the human communication or a stimulus-response connection between the two people's ego state. Transactions can be categorized into three groups. First one is complementary transactions. It occurs when an answer comes from the ego state to which it was articulated. Second one is cross transaction. It occurs when a reply comes from one of the other two ego states. Third one is covert or ulterior transactions. It comprises more than one ego state of the individual person and encompasses a psychological message that differs from the apparent message. The transaction sounds like one of the others, but the real message sent is not vocalized. Third is script analysis. It comprises an individual's ongoing program for a life drama. It orders where people are going with their lives and the paths that will lead there. The technique to learn about script is to examine time and relationships. It has important themes and three basic types: winner, loser and non-winner. The constituents of script are directions from parents, a consistent personality development, a confirming childhood decision about oneself and life, a penchant for either success or failure and a pattern for a behavior. Fourth is game analysis. A game in TA is a continuous series of complementary hidden transactions continuing to a well-defined predictable result. Games are mostly deceiving. It goes beyond an acknowledgement and confrontation of concealed communication to examine how games are used as defense or unconscious communication. See, on the basis of transactions and scripts, children develop life positions that shorten their concepts of self-worth and the worth of others. The four life positions are as: number 1, I am not okay, you are okay. Position is those who feel stranded. Second position is I am not okay, you are not okay, is the position of an individual who can hang on none. Third position is I am okay, you are not okay, is the position of the individuals who feels mistreated. Fourth position is I am okay, you are okay, is the position of the healthy individual who has accurate expectations, good human relationships and positive problem solving capabilities. Strokes and rackets are the significant concepts in TA. A stroke is any act of purposing gratefulness of another person's presence and can be either positive or negative. Rackets are the collections of explanation of behavior and feelings. There are some key points of transaction analysis. These key points are: number 1, as per transaction analysis, an individual's personality is comprised of three parts: the parent, the adult and the child. Then structure analysis is the examination of an individual's personality. Transactional analysis is the study of communication between people. Script analysis is the examination of the exact life dramas an individual steadily plays. Game analysis is the analysis of hidden transactions leading to recompense for the individual. On the foundation of transaction scripts, person grow life positions. So, I will start with explanation of structure analysis. According to this, there are three ego states in Burns model. These are parent ego state, adult ego state and child ego state. Ego states are regardless of age and are capitalized to distinguish from the regular use of the word parent, adult and child. Ego states are the things, not names. They are set and related thoughts, feelings and behavior. Communication among people can be from one ego state to a dissimilar one or from one ego state to the similar one. Generally, communication will be from one ego state either to the same ego state or unlike one. The person who initially communicates will assume answer to be from a certain ego state. If communication is from an unlike ego state to the predictable one,